Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another City Skyline experimental video where today we're going to try and build some of the tallest roads in the whole entire world. I want to see how tall you can actually build roads. Now I don't mean like you place a road down like you see these highways right now, you press the page up, page down to kind of make it go bigger and smaller. We can actually do that and obviously it'll put it to a max height, but with the addition of the kind of move it mod tool, we can increase and decrease ourselves how big we want these roads. I want to see if there's a max kind of limit, and I want to see how ridiculous it's going to look when vehicles drive up these huge roads. It could be quite hilarious. So we're got a blank map right now, which is Arid Plains, which is actually the map we use for Foolstown, and we're going to kind of try and kind of test this out. So what I'm going to quickly do right now is set up a little residential area and then some industry and commercial, and then in between it we're going to do a road, and we're going to play around with that road. We're going to make it really big and we're going to see what kind of monstrosity it causes. So let's pick a road then. Let's go for, should we go for like a 2-lane road? No, a 4-lane road, sorry, or should I go for a 6-lane road? We can always upgrade it in the future. So let me just go with one of these. So bring it all the way through to the end. Pretty cool. There we go. And bring this a little bit further down as well. Just we got a fair bit of room in the middle, so we can actually bring these up, which is going to be so cool. Okay, then so let's create this small little residential area then. So let's go up. So we'll go up by 30. We'll go across by 50 and down. So by 30, cross by 50. And connect, and we'll do the same on this side. Now the reason I'm doing this is so we can create a constant traffic flow between the two areas. So whatever we do to this road, however high we make it, it's going to be amazing. There's always going to be vehicles using it, which is going to be pretty cool. Okay, so we got these little areas set up now, and we'll do our little kind of cut throughs here. Just maximize the area that we get to work with. Oh, there we go. Perfect, and then quickly do the same over here. So I've always wondered how high you can build roads. I actually don't, off the top of my head, I actually don't know. And I mean, I know you can do this, like you could build and then page up to this point. So that's as high as the game will physically allow you. But obviously with the move it tool here, you can select a point and then hold the page up button and it goes up even higher. But I actually don't know how high we can actually take these. So it's going to be quite fun to see how ridiculous these slopes are going to be. Right, we do need to create some form of highway connection. So we might as well just kind of get something really dumb and basic set up. So if I just have it, like, we can have it come off here. Just for the sake of this. It's terrible, I know. By the end of the day, it should work. I mean, it should. Oh dear God, what have I done? It should work, but I can't seem to get it connected. Right, put that to there. Right, you here, you there. Sweet. And I'll just quickly use the lane dictation, so we're not causing any backlogs. Weird as it is, but it just filters in back and forth. Simple. Pretty sweet. Let's quickly get some water supply set up. And then we can get this place functional, and then we can finally do what we've came here to do today. And that is to create the world's tallest road in City Skyline. It's going to be scary. What's going to be even more funny as well is like people are going to walk back and forth as well. So they can actually try and walk up this. It's going to be hilarious. It really is. Right, okay. So we're going to need some power and stuff like that. So I'll get that in just a second. We need water, but I'll quickly do the zoning. So do a little bit of commercial, and then we do a bunch of industry as well. Should be all good. We'll get the water set up very quickly now. So water there. We'll do some sewage output there. Excuse me. Connecto. There we go. So I'll quickly get a little windmill there, and we'll get, should we go for the coal plant or the oil plant? We'll go with the oil plant. And I'll just kind of place it just here. And I'll just place that oil plant down for now, just so we get some power running in. Place down a little garbage sensor there to power when we start producing the garbage, which is going to be amazing. And of course, we need to make sure that the power connects. But I'll do that in just a second once it's all up and running, so I can see where the power grids are. And then we're going to have some semi-form of functional city. Only a very small one. Only a very small one. So let's do this then. Let's kind of create the little power grid now coming across. And they now should all have power. Beautiful. Okay then, so we just got to wait now for vehicles to start entering, because we can't do this without the vehicles. Just saying, guys. Just saying. So I wonder how long it's going to take now before the vehicles to enter. And I wonder which side will be the first one to kind of pull in. I actually don't know. Okay, we're just now starting to get them coming in, which is pretty cool to see. Okay then, so let's take a look at this then. So I could actually select the move it tool, and let's say we do, we can actually go 1, 2, if you hold the shift button, you can select each point. Like that. And then you can slowly, if I kind of angle it like this, hold the page up button, and it brings it up. Now that brings it up solely with the thingy underneath. What's it called? The land. The terrain. There we go. I had to try and think of what that was called for a second there. But if we built the road initially with a bridge, then we can just pull it up as high as we want, because I can keep going. And it looks kind of weird, doesn't it? Look at this. Look at them going up right now. It's quite a cool ramp. I would like to go down that on a skateboard, but people are walking up. Could you imagine walking? I mean, you're going to burn your calves doing that. But that is kind of crazy. That is weird. That is definitely weird. But we could do a lot weirder than that. We can definitely do a lot weirder. We'll pause it quickly. And then get rid of it. And we'll do it as if we were kind of normally doing a bridge. So, let's see. Alright, if I page it up to its maximum, I can go about there. If I do the same on this side, page it up to its maximum, there, and that connects across. It looks like a very, very beautiful bridge. So that's the maximum the game will allow us to go, like the actual game itself, but obviously with the power of the move it tool, we can make it so much better. Which actually looks like a cool road, doesn't it? It really does look like a cool road. Imagine the view. Oh, dear God, what happened to us? But I'd say, could you imagine the view, you know, just looking off that bridge? It's going to be beautiful as you overlook all the traffic entering the city. Right, let me see if I can do something to make the traffic flow a lot more, because the more traffic we've got in, the better for us. So I just want to make sure that it all flows in together when we're having hardly any stoppages. That's going to be pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Okay, so we let that do what it's going to do then, and that's as high as it is right now, but we're going to make it so much higher. Okay, so let's start then with these kind of sections here. So we have this section there, there's a section here, and a section there. Now this is going to make it look ridiculous, but if I bring it up, oh my goodness me. You can see the people floating in the sky. Look it up. Can you still see them? If I get the right angle and keep going up, can you see them just below? It's a little bit hard to tell, and then they will fly up. That is that is a ridiculous road. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That road is literally so ridiculous. Are they walking up it? Let me free camera mode this. I've stretched it so much you can't view it up close, but you can see people walking up it. This is amazing. This is hilarious. That is almost you're climbing a ladder kind of gradient. Oh my goodness me. Right, okay, let's try and not make it look natural, but let's kind of we're gonna make it go higher anyway, but let's get these sides here also being pushed up. There we go. So it doesn't look natural, but it looks kind of more natural. And then what we could do is put like the middle point here. If I can select it. Right, let's can I select it? It's actually very hard. Oh, there we go. Do it from up above. And then page up. What have we done? What have we done right now? Oh, it's bringing up the ground as well. So there is a limit to how much you can have this going up, and then it brings up the ground, which is interesting. But look at that road. Look at that beautiful road. That's hilarious, man. That is so hilarious. Right, the city is kind of like dysfunctional, so let's kind of sort this out. So we'll place a little fire station there. Place a little police station here. Give them some healthcare. Why not? And a crematorium. There we go. So just the little things there causes more traffic. Do we have a traffic jam? Right, now, if you drive an automatic car, I suppose this is not as bad going up this, because you don't have to deal with a clutch, like, you know, the stopping and starting. I mean, like modern cars now, they have that, like, if you press down your brake really hard, it kind of holds it as like a invisible handbrake in a sense. But like, if you had a manual car, and if there was a traffic jam on this road, and you were going up the hill, could you imagine how much you'll burn your clutch out just trying to start and get back up running again? Could you just imagine trying to drive up this in general? You'd be just kind of scared that your car is going to flip backwards. Imagine coming down, driving down it. And you're literally holding onto your brake as your car slides down. It's crazy, isn't it? It's definitely going to be a little bit crazier. Okay, so should we add some more stuff? Is there more people unemployed, or... Okay, so the employment is not... There's only 1% unemployed. Everyone loves this place. So I'll place down some more residential then. More residential could quite possibly mean more people going across the bridge to get to work. So we drop down some more peeps. We're closing up to 5,000 people living here. This is kind of crazy, isn't it? A small part of me wants to make it even more ridiculous. So let's do this. So we've already got that one selected. We'll select this one, and this one. That one, and that one. That's all of them there selected. Let's kind of zoom out a little bit. Are you ready for this? We're going higher into the sky. Oh my goodness. This is crazy. Right, there we go. It is now looking so damn ridiculous. I mean, that is physically impossible in the real world, but just could you imagine if you're driving along and you just enter this brand new city and you're like, oh man, you know, we'll be living here now. You just moved here into this house. There's a top apartment up here. And we need to get some food. So there's no stores around. You could see neighbour. Where's the nearest grocery store? And they go, oh, just across the bridge. And you go, okay, thank you. So you get out and you're walking along. And you're like going, do, 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 do. And you're like, hold on. Hold on. Is this the bridge in question? Oh my goodness me. That's actually bigger than I thought it was. Look at these people, like Spider-Man. Everybody in this town right now is freaking Spider-Man. They're able to walk up this thing. That's ridiculous. That is unnecessary and ridiculous. So I want to get to the point where we could quite possibly cause a traffic jam on here. And I don't mean like literally completely stop the traffic dead in its tracks, but having a little bit too much vehicles going across it, if that makes any sense. Now, did we... Okay, unemployment's now starting to rise a little bit, which is pretty cool. Because, well, I say pretty cool. It means we can actually get more industrial down. Might as well place some more commercial down too. Obviously, more industrial means we get more trucks and stuff entering the place. So you can see the backlog of vehicles now trying to get in. So I don't know if it's worth turning off traffic lights on some of these, well, these areas here, but not here, because you might be able to cause a backlog. You see, it's kind of starting to happen. That is ridiculous. That is literally so ridiculous right now. This whole thing is ridiculous. I'm not going to lie to you. This whole setup is ridiculous. So the question is now then, How high can it go? That is now the question, right? That is the question we're now going to answer. So holding the page up button. Do you know what? I'll pause the game. Because I have a feeling it's going to be very, very glitchy. Very, very, you know. It's actually struggling to continue to rise. Look how slow it's now going. I'm holding down the page up button. Look at this. It doesn't look like it, but it's moving. It's definitely moving. Oh my goodness me. Right, we'll put it there. You can see the people now floating around. So boom, as they all now go up to the top. So something I notice is then the render of the actual bridge is ridiculous. When you stretch it this far. But then it's so far. You gotta remember, this here, this point there to here. Technically is only this is only here to this first pillar. And look how long we've stretched it. Look at the traffic jam we got there. Spider cars, spider cars. Friendly neighborhood spider cars. Look at them. This is I don't know whether this is good. Or whether this is bad. Okay, so not enough workers, meaning we need to boost the population, boys. So let's bring some leisure to the place. Let's bring some leisure. Try and get it all upgraded. So let's drop a couple of these down. So they've all got nice little leisure spots there. Which should then start to cause some upgrades once we've got a couple of schools in. I'll place the schools along this road. Right, there we go. Ooh, no, wrong one. We'll do a high school here. Do university there. So that's probably all the services and stuff they need then to pretty much get these buildings upgraded. Now, we've built a tall road. What about a path? What about a path? Just for the funsies. Should we do a bike path? Let's do a bike. Let's do a bike path. Right, okay, so we'll kind of start it here. Okay, that's as tall as that you can actually make a path. Right, let me delete that there quickly. Boom. Oh, making it go underground there for a second. Right, there we go. And then we'll do our magic with the non-snapping grids. There we go. Just to get, you know, another dimension. Right. Normal bike path. We'll see if many people use it first. They should. They should. It'll be a nice little short route for some of these. Just wait for them to kind of update their routes. But yeah. Okay, so are these buildings upgrading right now? They should be soon. Not sure why not. Let me just get the extra zoning in. So let's like change this and this here to high density commercial. And we'll change this and this here to offices. Right. Many people using this bridge. Does nobody want to use this bridge? I'm shooketh to the max. Nobody wants to use this bridge. Why? I mean, it is connected. I'll make sure of it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, one person used it, which means they should now all be making their way down to it. Which should be pretty cool. Okay, we'll give them a moment or two then to sort themselves out. These buildings are still not up. Okay, now they definitely are upgrading. It'll just take some time for them to upgrade. But anyway, let's get this underway. So you, and you. You ready? So there's the road bridge. Here's now the bicycle bridge. So you thought driving up in your car and that bridge was going to be very, very, you know, scary. Could you imagine trying to ride a bike up this? Right, this is now increasing. So let's kind of see what it looks like at this point. Oh dear God. What have I done? You could just about see the kind of black dots cycling past it. But they're using it. I mean, it'll be fun going down it, try not to, you know, look at the traffic jam. Oh my goodness me. That traffic jam's going all the way up. Oh my goodness. Can we see it? It's so hard to render it all in. It's hilarious. Right, as cool as these little bicycle figures, I want everybody to travel by the, how do I delete this? There we go. I want everyone to travel via the road anyway. So no free passes, boys. No free passes. But this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. The traffic jam is building up. Will we see it come down the opposite side? Oh, you get too close, and then the render of it is completely off. Shocking, mate. Absolutely shocking. So they're still screaming out for more residents. Oh, I heard an upgrade. And that's all pretty much we're doing. We're just waiting for these buildings to upgrade to more people to move in. But that's not the point of this anyway. It's not the point of this. It's like literally ridiculous, this bridge. I mean, yeah, it is so freaking ridiculous. So I think the question, well, the answer is, how high can you build these roads? And I don't think there is a limit at all. I do not think there is a limit. So we'll take a normal road now, like this typical connection. I'll pick you, and what you, and you. And this one, I'm just literally going to hold it down. Now we do have the ground moving with us, which probably didn't want that. So let me quickly get rid of that. I just realised. Oh, where's my snapping grid? Right. So we'll lift it up by 1. There we go. This should be fun. This should be fun. Right, and this is where now we just play the waiting game. We wait for it to go super duper high. As high as we can. We're going to simply hold down the page up button to see how high this road will become. So it's already bringing the stilts up from the floor, so we've reached the maximum height for those. Which the reason they have a maximum height is because, you know, when you're creating like valleys, like bridges through valleys, and you want it to like, you know, be stilty. This is kind of the maximum you can make that. So there we go. You can see in terms of the other road, that was still going up. We're about to surpass it to make this the highest bridge ever in this city. It's going to completely mess up the terrain and stuff, isn't it? Look at, we're now officially higher. We're now officially higher, and we are still freaking going. To the point where the beams don't even touch the floor no more. It's going up and up. I feel like, look at the shadows it's casting. I feel like we've broken the game, guys. I feel like we've legit broken the game. It's still going. I think it's safe to say there is literally no end to how high you can make these. It's a long drive for the vehicles though, isn't it? I think they've all stopped using this road now because of how tall it is. It's just quicker to go on this one, the middle one. Well, you still got a few over here using it, but that is ridiculous. That is some ridiculous roads right there. And I think that's where we're going to end it for today, guys. It's a little weird video. It's a little experiment kind of wanted to find out is literally how tall can you make the roads. And the answer is as tall as you want them. Pretty much, when someone goes, how tall can you make roads? And you just go to them, well, how long's a piece of string? It's as long as you want it to be. And in this case, as high as you want it to be. Hope you did enjoy this, guys. If you did, smash that like button down below. And until next time, I'll see you all soon. So, good.